What's up, bro? How you been?
Just chilling.
I'm gonna use a smaller guitar because they're using my other guitar, the black one that I had. So I'm gonna just use this one.
No, you're good. Hey, like I was telling them, that Cansado one. I'm gonna sing that one.
You want me to sing that one? Got you.
Yeah, why not? Because that's one of your most popular ones, right?
That one's popping, like, bro. I mean, it's like daily popping. I'm talking about like, it's popping like a lot.
Ladies, go in here. Go ahead and share the live. Double tap everything. Y'all welcome in. Working about the things. Also, double tap the follow button on his end.
Y ya estoy cansado de ser con tus malditos juegos. Y baby, sí es cierto que andas con otro. Vi en tus publicaciones que estás más feliz con él. Baby, no me mientes. Tú sabes que estás feliz y que tú me superaste. No te tardo tanto para olvidarme. ¿Qué tal si borraste los fotos y videos que tomábamos juntos? Baby, ¿dónde te podría encontrar? Aquí estoy en el antro, intentando olvidar lo del pasado.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Got you, bro.
Any
I-
teasers?
that song has-
Any teasers for any new ones?
Huh?
Any teasers for any new ones?
Jesus for any new ones.
Or shit, even if you just want to talk about how you got into this and everything, we can.
I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm a light start, like a little podcast thing where I'm just gonna, as what I'm doing is I'm gonna let people come in here, either talk about anything, vent about anything, or just have a conversation about anything in general. So, if anything, we can just talk about how you got into music and everything.
I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this song.
Sé que lo poco que hablamos ya no se pudo arreglar la situación. Me acuerdo cuando recién hablamos, todo fue de puro risa, estar en horas en el teléfono. No sé qué pasó, no sé qué cambió. No sé si fui yo el quien lo cagó. Lo que puedo hacer ya no se puede. Te vi en mi futuro y ahora de la nada desapareces de mi mundo. Ya para de jugar a las escondidas, que no puedo encontrarte en mi vida. Que te quiero encontrar, pero me faltaba ansias de buscarte una vez más.
Yeah, that one's called Lo Que Puedo Ser. What could have been?
I was about to say, is that out there, or is that something you haven't put out there yet? Jenny, welcome in. How you doing?
That song? Not yet. Not yet.
That's unreleased.
Unreleased.
In the works, or you already finished it?
It's still in the works. I mean, I already finished the whole letra. Nomás falta grabar la canción.
Okay.
We might put acordeon and charchetas in there, just like to kind of give it a little like Christian Nodales type of vibe.
Yeah.
Cause that's what I like. You know, that's the type of feeling I feel.
Bella says, I like that one. Okay. Bella, like I said, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, correct? Or where you at? Where all you at?
Every streaming platform, yeah.
Okay, so there you go, ladies. I can definitely hit him up there. Find some of his music there. How old are you, bro? 20.
61. Reverse that.
16.
Hey, 61. 61.
That's crazy. Have you always been playing music, or is it something you just picked up just recently?
No, it's not really recent, bro. I really started when I was like 6. I didn't really like play, but like I like most of my inspiration came from like Ariel Camacho. Like the thing that I mostly like was like that, you know, like all that shit. I would just do that, like that fast thing when I was like a kid. And then when I hit like 11 years old, I told my mom like I told my mom like, Mom, I want to get a guitar.
Uh-huh.
Then she had called my dad because they're separated. I have a stepdad.
Uh-huh.
My dad had said, you know what? I actually have a guitar in the garage. So if you want me to, I'll give it to you. I'm like, yeah, I want to learn. And I had gotten someone to teach me how to play the guitar, like simple chords, you know, like the simple chords y toda esa cosa. Ya que out of nowhere, it was just like, I was like, dang, I low-key like this. I'm like, you know, like, so then I turned 12 years old, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start writing music, because at that time I was in a relationship. So then that person broke up with me, and I was just like, that's when my inspiration came from Eslabón Armado. So we're talking about like those sounds. We're talking about like
Kenny, welcome. How you doing?
2019. What I see. And that's when like everything just like started coming in. I was like, man, Eslabón Armado makes me feel like, hey, like, you know, you know this. So I started writing sad music. I've been doing sad music for a long time. It's so easy for me. I can compose a song like in minutes, you know. And then like from there, like I started making music. I would release it only on YouTube, but like it would rarely get any views because like, you know, I was low key, like my voice was weird. Like it was like kind of like one of those nostalgia kids.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And that's when I was like, shit, like, you know, ¿me entiendes? Like I was like, damn.
Okay, Kenny says, last time I tried to make a song, I ended that shit in the next 3 hours. What do you have to say about that?
Nah, but yeah. The weird part was that I think it was 2023, where like people actually started like, you know, like there was like a lot of hate. There was a lot of hate towards me, like towards 2020, 2021, 2022. Like there was a whole lot of hate. Hella people would make fun of me. They're like, "Man, your voice."
When you started playing music and everything, that you had a lot of people hating on you. Was it more hating on you or more support, or how did it?
It was mostly a lot of hate, bro. Like people were just like, "Man, your music is ass. Like you don't even like, bro, just quit." Like people were just telling me like, "Bro, it's not my problem that you don't sing. You sing like, you know, like complete garbage." There was a point where I'm like, it kind of got into my head, but I was like, you know what? I'm not like, it's me. Like I have some people that actually like my stuff.
Yeah. I mean, look, you're on Apple Music, you're on Spotify.
Now I am. I'm gonna get to that. How I got to that point. The weird part was that once I released. No, actually, yeah. It was the ending of 2023. I remember me and this girl, we were starting to get into a relationship. We had already been in a relationship. That relationship only duró 3 meses. So after that relationship ended, I remember
lightning bolts. Thing.
Something just
click.
Like woke me the fuck up, bro. I met Eslabón Armado. Once I met them, I don't know. It was just like if I grabbed Pedro's hand and all his fucking magic just went through my body or something. I remember hitting up a friend one of my friends, his he used to like he would always like help me out. He said, "Oh, if you need help like trying to fix the la letra, hit me up."
GG's.
I had a song which is already released. It's called "K en Que Te Fallé."
Mm-hmm.
That song I previewed one single video on my Instagram, and that shit just boom, just blew up, bro, out of nowhere. Hella people like in my hometown were like, "Yo, low key, hey, my fault. Like, hey, low key, this is low key good. Hey, low key, like, tell me, hey, this is I low key mess with this. Like, your voice sounds different now. It actually sounds more clear." But then there was too much complications. Like I would say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna record in the studio," and I would never record it in the studio. Like I would record it just here, but I didn't like how my sound system and everything. So then I put that song to a side, and I had a friend that raps. So me and him, we were in a classroom together.
Daisy, welcome in. How you doing? Got my man here playing some music.
Class together. And it was just 6 of us. It was me, him, and the other 4. We were just making beats like just for fun. And I remember we had made a dembao beat. We all went to the bathroom. We literally all went to the bathroom. Just said, "Oh yeah, it was a bathroom break, So we went to the bathroom, and I remember there was more people. There was like, there was mostly like black people because my school was like mostly like a black and Hispanics, and there was barely any whites.
Yeah.
So there was hella people, and I remember that's when the first bar hit, and I remember once he started talking about Max and JayOfficial, I said, like, I forgot what I said. It was like, espérame que me está marcando la morrilla or something like that. I don't even know. And that's when, like, boom, we just started recording. It was just like this, bro. It was like that. We were quick with it. And my part, it sounds weird because, bro, we recorded that song in only 7 minutes. And I couldn't even think what I was like. I couldn't even think. Like, bro, I swear. It was just off the bat, and I just had to keep going and keep going and keep going. And then I was like, "Oh, you know what? Whatever. Let's just keep that." And then we previewed it on our stories, and then just hella people just started liking it. Like, release it now. And then we released it like 2 weeks later. And then now that's when everybody was asking me what happened to En Que Te Fallé. And I was previewing it, going to soccer fields, tocadas. I was like everything, but not releasing the song. And everybody was like, "Where the is the song?"
We just teasing.
And I was like, you know what? I had prayed that night. I had prayed after a tocada. I was like, I asked God, I'm like, "Man, give me the strength, give me the power to not to not get in my own road."
So you write all your music, or you have somebody helping you write? It's just you.
And then that's when the stuff happened. I recorded it, and I was like, "Hey, this low-key sounds good." I was like, "Oh shoot, I liked it." And once I showed a little preview of that song recorded, everyone just went crazy about it.
4K likes, thank you, ladies.
And that's when I released it, and it was just like that. Everybody posting it, everybody like, "Hey, he finally dropped. Hey, he finally did this. He finally did that. He finally did this." But I was with my girl. She's not my girl anymore though.
Ladies, you hear it?
But she supported me. She supported me a lot with like lo que era la música,
Yeah.
And we were like there, but I was in a relationship, but I low-key started letting go of the music. I would release music, but it was just complete garbage. It was just complete garbage. Like mi letra, like I went back to like that 2022 vibe. But I was like, nah, I don't need this. So then that's when like uh, me and her first we broke up. And then literally the worst part was I remember I called Mario Reynaldo Cansado was born. It came out like a baby. He he told me, he's like, hey, like, you sure like you're not trying to like use me for fame? I'm like, nah, bro, like I'm just trying to be your homie. Like I just want to be your homie. Like I look and want to do a song, and then I would beg him until he actually said, you know what, let's do it. Me and him are still homies. You know, we gracias a that dude helped me out. So then I remember that night I was like, he had told me, he's like, oh yeah, I can't write that song. Like I can't write something like. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it to you. So then I remember it was 2 in the morning, and I was like, I was trying to get a rhythm, and that's when I was like, nah. Like that's when like the beginning came.
Not working.
And I wrote the rest. I recorded it 30 minutes later, and I sent it to Mario, and I was like, I'm like, Mario, he's like, yo, hear the song? Nah, ain't no way you just recorded that. I was like, yeah, bro, I recorded it. I see. He's like, all right, I'm gonna finish it up. Next day, we finished it. Previewed it, everything. Everyone went even more crazier. He went posted it on his TikTok. He's like 20K followers out there. Me, I have like about almost 2,000. I'm like, I just need like 500 more. But anyway, we both promoted that song so much that to the point the song literally at the moment, I don't even know why it doesn't appear on Apple Music and Spotify, but that song has about 85,000 streams.
Yeah. Oh, which one? Cansado?
Yeah, but it doesn't pop up on
Yeah,
Dembo and on Dembo Flow. It does, but on Cansado it doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say on Spotify Cansado it says like a couple hundred, hundred like streams, and that's about it.
Yeah, but in reality it has about 85,000, and that's when like I was like, damn. So then me and my ex came back together. I left it again. But then you know what? Broke up. We broke up 2 months later. And
so that means with a girl you ain't putting nothing out.
Yeah.
But without a girl you're putting everything out.
Everything. Now I'm gonna tell you about the album Luna Llena. I think you already seen it. It's on like Cansados in there.
Which one?
Luna Llena, the album.
Luna. Oh, yeah. I think. Let's see. Yeah. Te odio, te amo.
That song. Let me tell you. That whole album. I want you to guess how long that took me.
How many songs is it?
It's 12.
By the sounds of it, I want to say a couple hours, but then again, I want to be like maybe 2 days.
How long do you think I recorded the whole album? Like with everything combined, everything mixing and everything.
2.5 days. Más o menos. Menos, damn. Half a day. I was gonna say yes. Okay.
That album took me 6 hours, and like not really 6 hours. It was like two weeks, but like it would. I would just like think of something. I would dream it. Let's go.
Tweaking it, perfecting it.
Like I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna freestyle everything. Everything that's in there is freestyle, and that's when.
What's the next move? Like what's okay? What's the next big move? Like take you from a few streams to a couple thousand to maybe on the radio. Edlin Wegman. Like, do you see that happening,
Yeah.
or do you even want to be that big, or you just want to be just like you say, like a bedroom star, or do you want to grow?
I want to go to be like those top dudes, like big dogs. Type of shit.
So what's your next step to do that?
There's this album that I'm gonna drop soon. That's gonna have a mixture of everything. It has en vivos and cinco canciones en vivos. It has hormonal songs, love songs, desamor, corridos y una sola norteña.
Okay.
I'm gonna preview one of this. It's not done yet, so we gotta put the charchetas, the trombone, and everything. Mi amor, no hay nadie como tú, eso sí no lo niego. Porque al mirar tus ojos me enamoraron de plano, siento algo por ti. Y sin explicarlo, mi amor, solo pienso en ti, tú eres la que me hace feliz. Porque eres la luz de mi vida, si quieres te bajo las estrellas. Como tú, no hay nadie como tú. Al besarte todos mis problemas se van al instante, no hay nadie que se compara a ti. Pero yo soy loco por ti y sin duda siento algo por ti. Solo quiero ser tuyo y amanecer contigo. Siempre será mi corazón mío. That song is called Corazón Mío. It's gonna have a feature on it. It's with su compa Edu. That dude is gonna destroy that.
So is that your next big one, or is that another one, just a regular one?
I have about
I mean, of course, we want all of them to be big ones, but
Yeah.
there's obviously some that are the ones we know we want to be a big one.
I have 9 of them for sure. I have 9 of them, and the reason I say 9 because these songs are way out of my style. I'm actually being really creative of how I'm recording these different types of effects, different types of everything, and how I record it. I'm gonna give
You just record out of your bedroom, or
yeah. But for this one, there's gonna be a couple songs that are gonna sound different because I'm gonna go to the studio. So yeah. With this, there's a song called 0515, May 15th. The reasoning behind that is the day that me and my girl, that girl, la que hizo cansado, that's when we started dating. That song has so much, a lot of stuff that's gonna happen. It's gonna start off simple, guitarras. It's like a little, just a vibey beat, like a vibey beat with guitars, electric guitar, everything simple. The song stops in the middle. The whole tonada, the whole vibe, the whole letra, when I mean everything changes. There's gonna be in the medio va a haber un risa, y de esa risa es de ella. La risa, when it finishes, it transitions to the effect that's gonna happen. It's gonna have violin, piano, drums, electric guitar, and tambourines, like to kind of like give that vibe.
Okay, so does this girl know all these are for her, or she don't know?
She knows, and I'm gonna say something, and good thing not too many people are on this, but she's actually gonna be part of el video musical.
Okay, so there's a music video coming.
There is a music video for that song. And I know everybody in my hometown is gonna go crazy over this, bro. Oh my god. Because I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just something that a lot of people wanted me to get back with her. A lot of people even begged her to get back with me, but we just couldn't, bro. It's something personal that I can't really talk about.
Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it's not the right time. So hey, I feel you. So I've been there. I can say the same. It's just not the right time.
Yeah. You have any other questions? Like something,
I mean, I can sit here and ask a whole bunch of questions and everything and all that stuff, but I mean, sometimes, again, it's not the right time. You may not be at the level to where this question can get answered at its highest potential versus if I ask you in like 2-3 months after you blow up, ask the same question, you can give me a whole different answer that hits even better.
I mean, yeah, I'm down. You can ask me any question, and then maybe like a couple months later, I can give you a whole different one.
And that's what I was saying. Like right now, Ariana, hola, how you doing? Right now with your music, do you see yourself as comfortable at where you're at, or are you like, damn? Do you low key feel like, damn, my music is kind of trash? Like, do you know you're getting there, or you like it, or are you somewhere where you like it, or are you still doubting it?
Sometimes it does get to my head where I'm like, man, my music is trash. But then I'm like, there's things that make me change my mind. I could usually go out, and there's sometimes where like I've gone out of state, like out of my city, and people actually recognize me. They're like, "Hey, I know you. You're the dude that sings this song." Like they sometimes don't even recognize me for Cansado. They usually recognize me for like 200 millas por hora, En Que Te Fallé, or like other songs, like other unpopular songs, And
Ariana said, "What kind of music do you play?"
It's like Sirreño. It's mostly like Sirreño. Like it gives you like Eslabón Armado, Danny Lux, Ivan vibes.
I was gonna say, do you have like a set like area of what kind of music you play, or with the new music? Obviously, you say you're gonna transition into like a whole different vibe. Are you gonna keep that same vibe, sort of a little different, or are you gonna just like go completely crazy and switch up everything? And are you gonna stay with the OG vibe?
Good question. Oh shoot, I like that you ask good questions. Hey, actually, with this year, it's gonna be
obviously. There's some artists that they start with this type of vibe and everything, and then once they progress and once they get better instruments or they get better different vibes, they switch it up. I guess what I'm trying to say, are you gonna switch it up and still kind of keep the same vibe in there, or are you just gonna switch up completely, or are you gonna mix it all in together and make it work?
Actually, I might do mixing it in with everything. Like maybe sometimes I'll just put like a little bit of that of my style, because a lot of people say I have my own style, so I just put in my own style a little bit. And then, but still keep the lo que es, like
OG.
And maybe sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Let me go back just for one song, and then I'll come back like how I usually go. So yeah.
Okay. Now, when it comes to your, or like when you go out of state, you said people recognize you. Is it more of like what is it like? Like when you feel that way, when you go out and that happens.
It feels, especially that you're like, a lot of people don't, maybe when you get to that type of level, you usually don't feel like, oh, you're popular enough. You don't feel like, hey, no, like, fuck, I'm not big. you know, put into that mindset, you're like, man, no soy grande, yo no sé cómo estos de los más grandes. Pero when you're in your hometown or out of state or out of the city, it gets to the point where you're like, people start asking you like, hey, pues me puedo tomar un foto contigo, like yo te conozco, like it motivates you to be like, you know what, I gotta push through it, like I cannot let myself down, I have to keep pushing, tengo que luchar por mis sueños, tengo que luchar no solo por mí, pero por mis papás, por everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Y cuando eso, like when that happens, usually you have to like think about it. And so yeah.
Now, so whenever that happens, whenever you go out and everything, and you realize that, does that have an effect on your music, or do you let it get to you, or does that like, hey, I'm actually good? Because like when you said, when you let the haters, when it affects you, you feel it. But whenever you get that positive attitude, does that affect you also, or you still don't know how to control it, or how to handle it, or how to go about it?
When actually, gracias a Dios, all the hate has just gone. I haven't heard anything. Of what I heard, I haven't heard anything just like talking bad about my music or anything. Like, they just tell me, hey, you know what? Like they give me like nice comments. They're like, hey, you know what? I feel like next time you should just put less echo. Oh, you know what? Next time do this. Just like little detalles.
Okay, now let me ask, how do you take criticism?
Criticism. I was taking that for 3 years, and it does it like en ese tiempo sí me pegaba, bro. Like there was times where I would cry, bro. Like I would cry. I was like, man, I'm not gonna make it. I'm like, I'm gonna give up. I was like, you know what?
Colombiana, thank you.
Called a friend. She had told me, she's like, you don't gotta care about what other people think. I like your music. It obviously is not as as like what a professional has.
Mm-hmm.
People think that music is just like, oh, it has to be professional. It has to sound everything like good. I'm like, and like if you get better over time, you're gonna see that, hey, your voice is gonna sound way more better. Your voice is it still has to mature. So my voice matured up, and she was right. Gracias a Dios estamos en un lugar donde yo me siento cómodo, donde yo puedo salir y todos me pueden decir, hey, yo te conozco, hey, tú eres de esta canción, o eres esto. Like, it's positive things that make you motivate yourself way more, and sometimes you don't even know how to control it. Sometimes there's points where like you don't even know how to like feel, but you get home, you're just like, man, like it feels nice to get that type of love from people you don't even know, people that actually listen to you. And there's even a time where some people have even told me that like, I actually like your music low key has been really like,
thanks, man.
Like que me pega, like it's actually something that I could relate to. It's very like relatable. I'm like, that's the point, to make the songs relatable for other people.
Now, of course, with all the positivity, all the hate, and everything, was there ever a time to where it came to a complete stop? Like, did you ever quit, like cold turkey? And now I know, getting back with that girl, you pushed, you slowed down a little bit. You put less out. You did less effort. From what you're saying, has it ever stopped, like straight cold? Like, have you ever let it just die, and you didn't think about coming back?
No, but it's always been in my mind porque me dan bajones. Like I'm talking about bajones que te like to the ground. And I cry, bro. I cry, and I'm like, man, I'm stressed. I can't write lyrics. I can't think of another way. Like, yes, there's times where it does, but you gotta put your faith in God, and if God is telling you, putting you in that position, you gotta levantarte de nuevo.
So what? Okay. So now, what's your biggest support, or who's your biggest support?
Right now has to be my parents. They've seen a lot of progress over the time. They've even seen them. They're like, oye, tú no puedes rendirte. Tú te tienes que levantar. Todos pasamos por algo, ¿me entiendes? Es la vida. Nunca, nadie dijo que la vida iba a ser fácil. And that's one thing.
Te apoya ni modo. Either way.
Yeah, me apoyan un chingo. And it's to the point where they see me where like I'm in my lowest, but they're always like, you know what? Like, lo tengo que animar. I have to like. They always come. They're like, hey, what happened? Like, what happened? ¿Qué tienes? I'm like, jefa, es que tengo este problema, tengo el otro, tengo esto, and they're like, you know what? No, you need to get up. You need to get up from whatever hole you're in, and you need to get up and take up. Either you take a break for like a week or two, and then get back at it. You cannot just put everything at the same time because then you just explode. You have a mental breakdown. And it's just me aconsejan. They always, try to get me to the point where I'm like, hey, you know what? They're right. Let's go. Hold
But now with everything and how it's going, would you say it's going smooth, or todavía te falta por la música?
I feel like it's mostly about both. It's like it's smooth, but todavía siento que necesito like todavía crecer más. Por eso I have another account. It's my main one, and this one's the one that I'm using right now is my second one. This one I actually use to post like, todo lo que es música, todo lo que es like priority like for music. And I feel like if I start promoting myself more on TikTok, I could low key start blowing up by myself and not with other people's like other artists, you know.
Okay, so now are you just focusing on music, or is there other ventures out there?
I mean, I still have one more year of high school, and from there, I think I'm gonna just start working on welding.
Oh, okay, I'm a welder. Well, not no more, but I was.
Yeah, like welding.
It kicked your ass. I'll let you know that it kicked your ass.
If it gets money, bro, and pays bills, bro, it does.
Okay. Now, since you said that, do you want music to be well? You did say that, but once you finish high school and you get into a job and you get into that world, do you think your music's gonna fall off?
I think my music's gonna fall off.
Yeah. Do you think you might be like, oh, I gotta work. I'm too tired. Because again, welding's a pain in the ass. It gets you tired 120 hours a week. If you're with a company that works you, that's little to no time for side stuff. Are you gonna? Do you think you'll let that affect your music music career? I mean, you don't know yet, but it's things to think about.
Yeah, I'm actually studying at this high school that we actually have to work with a lot of lo que es welding. Like we actually have to get to practice and everything so that when we get to that level of college, we could we could get straight to it, and then even if we wanted to, we could actually get a diploma straight out of high school and then go straight to working into welding.
Okay. Yeah, because like I was a welder, and the 120 hours, that's real. Especially depending on what type of welding do you want to do. If you want to do small town welding, local welding, or if you want to travel for welding, because appreciate it, Ma. Welding, there's obviously, like I said, local and then travel welding. The local, you might have a lot of extra time, you may not. Versus the travel welding, you're traveling, you're driving, and all this. Is music something that's big for you to where you don't want to lose sight no matter what you do? So you want to still try to put out just as much music when you're welding?
Yeah, I would try my best, and sometimes God puts you in places that it's unexpected. And if I get to that point where what, I don't even need to work anymore. And I'm for sure that I'm able to provide for my parents and everything and provide for myself, and even if I wanted to have a family, I'll do it. I'll, I'll do it.
Okay. Now we heard one. I heard what the cansao. I heard the one that hasn't come out yet. In your eyes, do you have a worse like the bad song? Is it out there to where people can still find it, or have you not, or have you hit it?
There's, there's several songs that I don't like, bro. There's several.
It's definitely welcome. Okay, so what? Okay, in your eyes, what's the worst song that you've put out there that you don't want? That you're like, if you play it, you'll be like, oh, that's cringe. I don't like it. Ya cambio, lo change it, skip it. Even though it's mine, which one is it for you? Which one do you think? Because, like I said, cansao. Obviously, I'm gonna say it's a good one. I like it. It's great. I love how it sounds. I love the rhythm, the vibe it gives us y todo esto. Um, has anybody ever fuck? What's his name? Um, damn. Hold on, let me pull him up. Let's see if I can pull him up real quick. Like I said, for the cansao, I like the vibe and everything, so it's not crazy. Has anyone ever compared you to Javi?
No, they actually compare me more to Ivan
Okay, so who you said who?
Junior, Junior H,
Yeah.
Eslabón, y Iván Cornejo.
Okay.
Because people say that the way I write my lyrics and the way like the vibes give off, that's what it gives. It gives like old Junior H and new Ivan Cornejo and 2020 Eslabón.
So do you know who Javi is?
Yeah, I don't even like him, bro.
You don't like him?
I don't like his music, bro.
I'm not saying your music sounds just like his, but your music, it would be like for me if someone played it back to back, I'd be like, oh, okay, the sort of, kind of, but not really. But the fact that even anybody compares you to people that big, what do you think about that?
That's pretty good because you're like, damn, like if I'm able to do that, that means I'm doing something right, you know. So yeah,
Because when people compare you to bigger people, I feel like it would be it's like, oh damn, they're comparing me to people like that. I must be good or something like that. But of course, people, not everybody likes everybody's music. So that's why I'm saying, what's your worst song in your eyes? The worst song that you put out there that you don't like. Which one is it?
can I name? Can I name two?
Yeah, go ahead.
My worst one is Mensaje para Naeli, Escápate, and maybe I'll put either El Beep or Perdóname. Those are my like, yeah.
Okay, let's see. You mentioned Mensaje para. Is that her name?
Uh,
That's
that's
that's another one.
I can't really get into detail with that song. I'm gonna tell you that's not her name.
Okay, that's not the one that is the inspiration for a couple of them.
Naeli is actually a
Okay. Okay. So you say so that's your worst song. Is that me? Does like you put that there for a reason, or just you think that song lacked perfection?
mostly just to give a message out for my unexisting daughter, and if she ever like gets to live to that point where you're like, hey, this is a song that your dad wrote back fucking like 30 years ago, right, bro? You know?
Okay.
And yeah,
And you said perdón. You said perdón was another one that you didn't like, right?
oh, that's perdón. It's
Uh-huh.
perdóname.
Perdóname.
Yeah.
Let's see, cause I'm on right now. I'm on Apple Music. Okay, perdóname. Why do you say that was the worst? One of the worst ones?
Because the reason is my voice, the way I recorded that was way so not good for me. Like,
Judy, thank you. Welcome back.
it's just, I didn't like that in general. I didn't really like the song in general. It was just like no, like if they play that song, I'll leave. I'll just leave, bro. I will leave it in the instant.
My mom says you should sing the best one. Okay, okay. In your mind, the best. That was a good one. Your best song right now, released or unreleased. If it's not released, if you want to sing, you can sing it. But if it's released, which one right now? Okay, we heard the worst one. A couple of the worst ones. In your mind, that is a question. What is your best one? Which one do you think right now is the top tier?
Do you want me to put like my top 5 or my top 3?
Well, I mean, we have been talking for a minute. If you want to, and you can sing the best one right now. Top. Well, we can say top one. The top one. If you want to sing that one, we can. And then the other one we can name. We're just in general, just sing one of your top favorites.
Cansado is my number 1. Like, maybe that will change over time. You know, we never know. But Cansado, like, I know for a fact that's just there's nothing. At the moment. There's not gonna be nothing to compare that to.
All right. If you want to, and if you can, and you want to sing that one real quick, so the ladies in here can hear it. Ladies, go ahead and hit the share button. Invite other people real quick. That way we can sing. We can have more people listen to it. How to play his personal top favorite song called Cansado.
Estoy cansado de ser con tus malditos juegos. Y baby, sí, es cierto que andas con otro. Vi en tus publicaciones que estás más feliz con él. Baby, no me mientes, tú sabes que estás feliz y que tú me superaste. No te tardó tanto para olvidarme. ¿Qué tal si borraste los fotos y videos que tomábamos juntos? ¿Dónde te podrá encontrar? Aquí estoy en el antro, intentando de olvidar lo del pasado.
All right, and again, that's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you can find them. That's that. So that's the top one. You said you probably had 5. What are the other 4?
There's this one called Lo Presumías. That's an unreleased one.
You think that one's gonna be bigger than Cansao?
Maybe, yeah. That's like maybe my top. Like that's maybe like in the 5th one. The second one I know for sure is gonna be Corazón Mío.
Tommy, welcome in.
That one I had showed you that one, the recording one, the actual recorded one. The one I told you we still have to record the chachetas and the trombone.
Yeah.
Another one I know for a fact. Did I say it?
Hey, by all means, like I said, I don't have right now. I don't have a lot of viewers, but everyone has to start somewhere. But eventually you might not be able to leak things on here because I'm where you are right now. I just started the lives, and so I'm still getting the ropes and everything. But then again, I'm gonna do it every day, no matter what I'm doing or whatever. 9, 10 o'clock is when I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna keep going. So one day, like I said, one day you might not be able to leak anything because one day you'll, instead of 5, 6 people, it'll be 50, 60, 70,000 people. It'll be there. So right now, if you want to leak something, you can leak it, and it won't ruin things. But eventually, you won't be able to leak anything. Go for it.
Cansado, parte 2.
For the same person, or you just want to add on to the original song?
Mario Reinaldo.
Okay. What do you okay? Cansado 1, Cansado 2. Is that like part? It was like part 1, part 2 for breakups. Like the first one was the first breakup, correct?
Right.
Is the next one about the second breakup, or is it a reach around? Is it like a comeback? Like I guess you could say comeback.
It's mostly talking about how I start the song. He doesn't start it now. Now this time I started out.
Mm.
This time it starts off with a phone call. Basically, Norteña. That's gonna be a Norteña. That's number 3. That's number 3.
Dame un chance.
Dame un chance. Versión Norteña is gonna be number 3. What a coincidence. Basically, it's me saying like, or you like let's get back together. Like let's get back together. But Chazas, like you say that no, like no quieres, like she doesn't want to, like she's scared that things are gonna happen again that we don't want to, and she's scared to like even hurt me, like or hurt me,
Huh.
So then it keeps talking about that same situation. We're still talking about the same relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Mario. Oh my God.
Hey, again, like I said, right now it's just 6, 7. But remember, down the road, you probably won't be able to leak too much. So right now, you can tippy toe the waters.
Okay, Mario cooked the living out of this song, bro. Oh my God. When I mean me and Mario are like this, like that, like like a married couple. There you go. I'm gonna put it like that. My lyrics, his lyrics match up the same thing. It hits right in the heart. He literally basically says in his second part, "Vete mucho a la," like telling her, "Vete mucho a la."
Okay, so your part of the song is like, "Hey, come back. I want you back," and this and that. His version is a la chingada, basically.
Yeah, like he basically saw her. Now this is his story. Like we basically put 2 stories together.
2 points of view.
He basically says, "Te vi en el antro con el otro vato," right? Basically, lo vio con el otro y lo mandó a la and he just goes off. He goes off. And that's how it finishes.
7K, thank you, ladies. 7K likes, appreciate it so much.
So yeah.
So when do you think that was gonna drop?
I told a lot of people because actually Mario actually said this. He really stated both of us that we are not gonna preview that song until like a week before the album drops. Right now we are only maybe like 30% done with the album. I'm taking my time. I'm actually writing. I'm not freestyling. I'm actually writing all of these. and put my time and effort to like get these songs to sound good and stuff. But yeah,
Okay, so where does most another question? Where does most of your inspiration for your songs come from?
relationships, movies, and songs. Like other people's relationships, maybe even mine. Movies like love movies, or like the sad love movies. Like that's where I usually get my inspiration. Mostly.
Okay. Now, don't, hey, ladies, don't use this one on me. But me personally, since you said like love movies, what's one of your what's one that gets to you? Because apparently men aren't supposed to like love movies or whatever, and we don't unless our girls watch it. And again, ladies in the comments, don't say nothing, okay? My personal love movie that I watch all the time is like, The Notebook. I watch it, and people every time
You know exactly what I was gonna say.
people sit there and say, "You like The Notebook? You like The Notebook?" Or it is como eres mamalón or what or
Yeah, bro.
you like The Notebook? I'm like, yeah, I watched The Notebook. I actually like if I'm ever talking to a girl and they ask me like, "Hey, what's my favorite movie?" I hit them with The Notebook, and they're like, they look at me funny, or they're just like, "What?" I watched The Notebook. I mean,
It's good. It's actually good, bro. Like I remember hella people were recommending me that shit, and it worked. It worked. It worked.
I actually talked to a girl at one point. I told her that she's like, I don't like it. She says she doesn't like the plot twist where the guy or the girl basically is a hoe. But I'm like, the way I see it is like she fell in love with somebody, then it couldn't happen, so they left it, they broke it, and then she met somebody else. Mia, welcome in. She met somebody else, and at the end they found each other back. The original lovers found each other back. I think that I think that's I mean I can say true love because I believe in true love. I believe in the one you find is the one you find, even if it's now or later. So I guess when it comes to your music, Cansao, apparently y'all broke up because remember you said it just wasn't the right time. It was the wrong time. Maybe it's the right person. Yeah, Bella, right person, wrong time. So kind of like if I use the Notebook, I mean shit. I mean like, hey, they both found each other even at the end because at the end they're old. They die together. So I watched the Notebook. It makes ladies don't say nothing. I kind of tear up when I watch the Notebook. I do because it hits me. There's some points in the movie that hit me right here. I mean, my heart's a little cold, but I have one. But me pega. I'm like, damn, okay, I see it, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, bro. It is.
Ladies, don't say nothing because y'all not supposed to judge me. All right.
Let me tell you, Cansado, when there's a dude that had asked, like, that said, hey, can I, like, make a, like a little, like, those, like, it's like, pasaron muchos meses, y sin hablar. Like, like, those, like, I forgot what they're called. Like, they talk about the story behind the song, right? He basically told it like if it would have been a book.
Judy, watch it. It's a good movie.
The meaning, like behind the song of what he understood from the song, and he asked me like, "Hey, you can go for it." Basically,
Did he get it? Did he get it though? Did he match it up? Or you were like in the background like, nah, it's different, but nah.
nah, he actually got it right. It's basically in the beginning. It's just like let me explain like what I feel with like let me explain what I feel about you. Like lo que siento por ti es algo muy grande. Like yo sé que ya terminamos, pero like yo todavía quiero contigo, ¿me entiendes?
Uh-huh.
Yo quiero todavía repetir nuestra historia y todas esas cosas. Like, it's basically me telling her, oh, yo te quiero de nuevo. Pero, ¿sabes algo? Ya estoy cansado de tus juegos. Yo ya no quiero estar sufriendo por tu amor. Es siempre lo mismo. ¿Sí? Yo tal vez te quiero de regreso, pero sabes que maduré y me di cuenta de que no eras para mí. There you go. And I was like, oh, he got that boy right. He got that shit right.
Okay, now with Cansado Part 2. The lyrics tell a story, or it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, he actually does.
All right, see you later.
It's a long story. I have a long story, but I can't really speak about it because me and Mario, like, we agreed to each other that we couldn't like spill anything. Like, not yet, not yet. Maybe in June. I'll talk about it. But not right now.
Definitely. All right, let's see. Now I know you said your parents support you a lot. Have they ever doubted you?
It, from the beginning, but then when we seen that, like, I left it when I was like 8, or like maybe not. Maybe it's not for him. But when I got back to it when I was 11, they like, yeah, I know. It took me a month to learn how to play guitar, and from there I just nonstop practiced. My mom would hear me play in my room nonstop. Yeah, she supported me. My dad, stepdad, everybody who's in this household, and everybody else. I would even, like, my dad would be like, "Hey, Ben, yo quiero que tú tocas para mi cumpleaños, go." I would go because he supported me a lot.
Thought I had that on silent. Welcome in. Okay. What was the next one? Damn. I was thinking about it and I thought about it. Oh, yeah. When you come to playing guitar, I played bass, but I did it. I played a little bit, but I just personally was like, nah. I like playing it, but it's more of a hobby for me. Like, I wouldn't see myself going, writing songs, this and that, and all that crap. So it obviously it's got to take a toll.
Yeah, I mean, I recently bought a new one.
Mine kind of looked that, but it was mine was blue. It was like a cobalt blue. My grandpa gave it to me. And it just sits there. I don't touch it. It just sits there. I'm like, oh. I mean, I've also played the keyboard a little bit, but I'm like, so out of that, I was like, just guitar, keyboard, and all that stuff. I'm like, I mean, it's probably like a little hobby. But since I play 2 instruments, if you play something else, or just guitar?
Guitar, bass, piano, ukulele, a little bit of trombone, and a little bit of trumpet, but not like trumpet and trombone is just like a little hard. When they ask me to, like, oh, you want to play? I'm like, yeah. Not really.
Oh, that was another one that I was going to ask you about. Escapate. What's that one about?
I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me just release this. Like, I was just like, whatever.
Because I'm not gonna lie. When I saw because obviously whenever it comes to writing music, obviously the cover, the words, the lyrics, everything has a purpose. The cover for that one looks like, okay. That's like professional. That's like the high grade type of stuff. Hola. Damn, my grandma's in here. Fuck. But with the album cover for Escapate, Cansao, how does that work for you? Like, where they come from? Because I know obviously the lyrics mean something, the songs mean something. What are los covers? Do they have a meaning too? Because let's see, Cansao has it's just a little record. I think it's a little record, right? Or obviously, because obviously you have some album covers that se miran nomás como fotos and just like that, but with the song M, tiene los fotos. Do you put effort into the covers too, or nomás los tiras ahí?
Oh my god, bro. Those pictures are actually with me and my yeah. Sí, yeah. I asked permission. By the way, I asked permission. Yeah. Pero le pedí permiso a su mamá y a ella, bro. Because no quise que me...
Okay, so with the cause I personally thought Escapate was gonna be one of your top songs, but you didn't mention it. Cause I saw the album cover. Cause it looks like if I was scrolling through just like random music, it would come up. Okay, it's a regular song from another big artist. And then Perdóname, one that you hate. It looks like you were just driving and you took a photo of underneath the highway. Cause that's what it is. But now with since you say you do pay attention, que si te importan los fotos, Cansado too. The cover, are you just gonna use the same cover and put a part 2, or le vas a meter un foto que si te importa?
But this actually, we're gonna record. I'm gonna go to Chicago, and he's gonna come to Atlanta. Georgia, my fault. We're gonna do the music video in Chicago and do Cansado Parte 2 in Georgia. And basically, it's gonna come out as a single first because we wanna tease a little bit. Mario and me behind our backs, and we both have girls in front of each other. And the song name it's not gonna be Cansado Parte 2, obviously not. But we're gonna have another name, and that we are still not. We're not still like sure what we're gonna put it yet.
Okay. Ahora, dijiste que vas a tener un video, and I forgot which song you said was gonna have a music video. ¿Cuál era? Was it?
Van a ver, Dame un Chance, versión norteña, 0515, que va a ser la de John. Cansado por chileno.
Now for those videos, si los mira la señora, if she sees it, you're gonna make sure like it's because the guy that made I guess you can say the storyline of it, are you gonna kind of keep that focus in the video, or are you just gonna make a music video, or are you gonna make it like a meaningful video, or nomás vas a poner video nomás para inventarlo? Because you go get a random girl, just cut some scenes and this like that, or lo vas a tener video so it low key hits her.
Basically, lo que va a pasar es que yo voy a conseguir a una morrita y Mario yo también lo voy a conseguir a una. Básicamente para que los dos tenemos a los dos diferentes. Básicamente, Cansado es que básicamente habla mucho de lo que pasó. Tu relación y la mía. Mi parte básicamente es donde yo le digo enfrente de su cara que yo ya estoy cansado con sus malditos juegos. Y así yo se lo digo en su cara, y nomás así van a ver partes donde van a ver recuerdos y ya después aquí estoy en el antro, aquí intentando olvidar lo del pasado. Básicamente voy a estar ahí sentado en el antro con varias mujeres y con Mario obviously, y básicamente nos pega a los dos a los recuerdos y revivimos eso.
So the video's gonna hit.
Personalmente. Pero 515 es otro pedo también. Pero esto es un poco más personal. Porque ella ya es mi ex que se va a meter.
Yeah. Uf.
El final de la canción. Vamos a poner lo que. No, bro, que sí voy a llorar. Si te lo digo, güey. Yo y ella, güey, vamos a bailar. Y esos tipos de bailes clásicas, así como que si fueran de los 15, que dale la vuelta y así tu espalda en tu brazo, pues.
Yeah.
Te voy a decir esto porque yo sí te lo voy a decir, güey, porque básicamente yo le intento de darle un beso, pero adivina qué, se va y todas las luces se van y ahora yo me despierto. Todo fue un sueño y veo del lado de mí y te voy a decir esto, acuérdate las cartas, van a estar cartas ahí y en el mismo sueño, cuando yo estaba soñando, estaban ahí esas notas y la foto, y adivina qué, despierto y están las fotos y las cartas.
Damn.
Y termina la canción con un mensaje largo y una foto así y una más foto. Yeah.
So obviously, obviously it looks like and it sounds like que sí te importa todo. You do wanna make it. You wanna make it out there porque estás poniendo puro. Te estás enfocando mucho en la música, en los videos, en the ideas, and the plot twist and all that. So obviously you wanna. I see that you wanna put all in there. So vamos a ver cómo viene, how it ends up being. Definitely gonna keep in touch with todo eso porque I mean, like I said, I definitely want to wait for Console too.
Yeah, got you, bro.
And I mean, dame un chance. I mean, but it is obviously listen to the music already. Si yo quería, yo podía mandar una morra para mandárselo, you know. So it's relatable. So that's good when it comes to music porque, you know, people relate to it. They're like, damn, like the puedo usar, because obviously on TikTok we obviously all use songs on here that are relatable, or reposting. Whenever you want to repost something, you repost things that are relatable or just good in general. So I mean that's a good thing. So it sounds like you got it. Like si lo tienes. So and then obviously you being young y todo eso. Okay. It's like all right. And plus, like I said, you pay attention to a lot of the details. Si te importa. And not a lot of people have that. Like, so when I say relate, I'll be like, look, it would be something I'd listen to on a regular day basis. Y todo eso. No hate, no trash talking. I'm like, you are young. Obviously, you don't have it all figured out right now, and obviously, but the thing that I like is que si le pones atención, si te estás enfocando on the right things, or you focus on striving to be better.
Porque yo cuando digo, yo siempre, un detalle que yo siempre hago es ver edición. Cómo se va a escuchar, cómo quiero que se escuche, cómo quiero que la reacción. Si yo digo, oh, así como ese tipo de reacción, yo ya sé que va a pegar. Esa fue la misma reacción que yo di cuando yo escuché cansado por la primera vez, cuando yo grabé esa canción, fue ese sentimiento, oh, shit. Like, yo intento, y yo cada canción que grabo, y déjame decir, bro, hay canciones aquí que no me gustan y los borro. Tal vez podrían servir, pero no me gustan.
Okay, so since you said that, you have any locked up in a vault? You have songs that you gatekeeping and you're never gonna put them out.
quiero que tú adivines el número de cuántas canciones que yo tengo en un teléfono.
Mhm.
Ahí están todas las canciones. Lo he escrito y en un folder, sabes, como en notas, puedes poner un folder específico.
Mhm.
Quiero que tú adivines todas las canciones que yo nunca voy a sacar.
So there are songs that you're never gonna put out there. Mm. Hopefully none of them are bangers. 'Cause that sucks. I mean, who knows? Maybe you might get up there and everything. You get this thought, and you're like, you know what? Let me throw them off, and let me just throw this gatekeep song that I was never gonna put out there. Let me switch up and surprise everyone.
There's about 890.
Mm. So gatekeeping is something you know.
It's because, bro, sometimes when I gatekeep, I have to gatekeep the good ones. Like, you know, because that's always like a comeback. Like, I have always told myself, I'm like, if I made a good song, I need to get back with a comeback, a harder one. Like, I always have to drive myself to push. If I made a good one, make an even better one. If I make a better one, make it even way better. Like, I always have to think about with that mindset. So yeah.
Damn. So what's the next song that's coming out? Is it the album or is it a single?
It's a single.
Here pretty soon, or you're gonna make us wait like a month or two,
I think
or more longer?
I might release an EP with like 4 songs, but it's just gonna be like little like así sin nada. They're just like really like old songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 songs that I actually like recorded back in them days. It's just that I'm gonna record them, yeah, re-record them, but with different instruments and everything. It's just like there's not gonna be echoes. It's not gonna be anything. It's just gonna be simple.
It's just better quality versions. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've held you up pretty for a good minute. I think we're at almost an hour 40. 12 o'clock for me already. I might not get off yet, but I'm not gonna hold you up too long.
Either way, I gotta do some shit over there outside. We're gonna be battling, and I told him like, hey, like, give me like 2 hours.
Usually I'm on here for like 2-3 hours, but I had something come up and before I started, so I prolonged it a little bit. But I'm gonna be on here every day, so si un día quieres, you want to stop by, and definitely can.
I bet, bro.
But I followed you. I got all your music here. Definitely gonna keep an eye out. Because again, there's some interest already brought up on my end. Like I said, I'm waiting for Cancel too. I'm gonna look for that one. I'm gonna keep it out. And hey, if anything, I mean, if you want to leak it out on here, pues.
Got you. I got you. Don't worry.
Or if one day you want to like drop some teasers for some new ones, puedes. Like I said, I'll be on here every day. Since we're in the same time zone, I'll be on probably like around 9 to 10 o'clock between there. So if ever you get bored and you want to stop by, go for it.
Got you, bro. All right, bro. Take care. Have a nice night, bro. Hey, thank you for having me here, bro.
Definitely, brother. Same. Appreciate it.
Take care, bro.